Hello? Hello. There we go. Hi. Oh, you wacky OBS. Yeah, you know what? Sure. Think I can acquiesce. I know I'm probably objectively wrong, but I still... I think the NES, Super NES, had the best version of the soundtrack. I just think they made it sound really good with the Super NES sound chip. So without the bass boost in Winamp, I'm hearing some tracks that are usually a little drowned out. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about that last time I used this as setup phase music. That's a good one. I like this one. I like all of them, but I like this one. Alright, anyway. Tell you what, I looked up some gameplay of Oh No, More Lemmings, and boy did that soundtrack miss the mark. Like, that's the funny thing about it, like, the slapdash soundtrack that they had to put together in, like, a day because they couldn't publish with all this copyrighted music was so much better than, like, the other Lemmings games soundtrack, for my money. It was like Dragon Quest music. It was like on 12 at all times. Like, dude, we need you at like a 4 at least once in a while. Like, you're just blasting headaches into my head. Stop it. Anyway, how's it going? Today on Zeor TV we cover hard-hitting topics. Like, every place around here has suddenly stopped carrying the shampoo I use. I mean, that does sound like a problem. You know what I've been using? Not shampoo, but what I've been using is Dr. Squatch soap. Seems to really help with the eczema symptoms I was having. So there's that. That's my endorsement of a product for today. I think because it has sea salt in there. It depends on the exact flavor, though. Oh, Plague Knight's still there. Hang on. Alright, this seed is still some bum, but we made some progress last time. Kind of. You know, we made progress, it just doesn't feel like progress. Because I still don't have the god darn Varia suit. Yeah, we're going with god darn, we're going right down the middle on that one. I'm starting to wonder if this is just going to end up being a Varia-less friggin' run. There's a lot of minor checks that I can't really reliably get to because I would have to run through hex stuff. I guess I can go get that one. No, I could, but it would suck. I would barely survive any of that, if at all. I don't know if I could get out of the plasma beam room. That room I recognize. I would have a hard time with that. Let's just go anywhere we can go. We're in that phase of the Metroidvania. I've been to Brinstar. There's Ridley. I don't think I have enough missiles for Ridley. Where haven't I explored much? There's Norfair. I have not seen very much of Norfair. And I can get to Norfair via Yadaway. Maybe. Alright. Let's just go to Norfair, see what happens. Sounds wacky. I have most things besides Varia Suit at this point. Yeah, I am in fact missing only Varia Suit. And a couple reserve tanks, and... it's downright surprising that I have so few super missiles at this point in this randomizer. Ugh. Right, I have high jump, son of a... Why is this being a problem for me all of a sudden? I'm jumping too high. But at the end of the day, I mean, whenever I feel like I can take on Ridley, that's pretty much the only thing still in my way. I just think I need more stuff. I think you need like 45 super missiles to kill Ridley if you don't miss. Citation needed. I think you're good because charge, well, I do have charge beam, that's true. Stop it. But, listen, you. Right, I think there is area here that I didn't explore very much because I... Okay, I'm not sure why. I do have plenty of health as well. Yeah, I could probably take him. But if I can be a little better prepared for that, then let's do that. Ideally, I would like to finish this tonight. I think that's possible. Speaking of future streams, there was more discussion about Doot 2016 following the prior stream. Pencil that in for a stream maybe soonish. I wasn't originally planning on making that a stream, but you know, it sounds pretty interesting and maybe I'll do it. I'm gonna go that way. This is gonna be a hot room. I changed my mind, I'm not going that way. Alright. Actually gonna ask how soon that might be. Probably should be pretty soon because, Dark Ages just came out. So if I'm going to do it in any sort of relevant time frame, now would pretty much be the time. I've been saying for a little while my next like long form stream is probably gonna be Banjo-Kazooie. I would like to get to that before terribly long. Still owe you Mega Man 5 for Game Boy. For crying out balls. So I've been here before, that's for sure. Right, this was the room with the Nautilus douchebags. Which I will now be able to pass now that I have a spring ball. As I came here before, then I was like, nah, scrungle ball, like that, and then I left. I still feel that way now. I hate those guys. Scrungle. There's gotta be some sort of dude. Oh, yeah, why I hate it. Wow, where actually is this room? Hold on. What in the... Oh, this is a heavily retiled room. For a second, I forgot I was doing that, Rando. Oh, God, for God's sake. So much hot room. Ah! It's all bad everywhere. There's nothing good now. It's all bad. This is the room where I had to invent how to bomb jump the one time. Wait, this is like escape sequence room, isn't it? Just like that, I'm like mostly dead. Yeah, you know, I feel like I'm still maybe in the mood for violent shoot-man games, so yeah, maybe I'll do Doom starting pretty soon. Like perhaps, maybe even next episode, I don't know. This is still... Ah! Speculative. I hate this seed so much. I truly do. It's so bad. Yeah, pretty much. Not that I make a ton of decisions based on, like, my projected viewer count or whatever, but... I feel like, hey, I never got around to playing Doom 2016. Maybe now is the time. It's a decent enough hook to get a little attention. I guess I do still harbor, like, vague wishes to maybe be, like, a medium-sized streamer someday. That's what it sounds like when my brain tries to have ambition. It's just really not something it does. Who knows? Yeah, I was just heading there. This is a map room. Alright, I at least know that the coming rooms are not hotbed. I think I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and go fight Ridley. Right, I don't have space jump either, that's the other thing I'm missing. So, you know, only the two most important things. Oh yeah, I recognize this room. I hate this room. This should be removed from, like, regular randomization rotation. Because this is the first room in the escape sequence. And, like, the gimmick is the shutters close and then you just blast the tits out of them with the hyper beam. And you're like, holy crap, the hyper beam's amazing. Oh yeah, that was the other important thing. Hey, I found the animals. Oh, fuck me. Alright. So let's plot this out. There's Mother Brain. Oh god. So I'm gonna have to go down to Meridia. Then... right to Norfair. All the way down over here. And then... through that room? Which is a barely possible jump. Without space jump. That's the worst. That is a terrible, terrible escape sequence. Alright. Gasp. You were alive the whole times. He's dead now. No, like, as a condition of the randomizer, like, I have to save the animals. It's how you win. You don't escape if you didn't save the animals. Yeah. At least I am fairly sure I said that as a condition. It's optional. But I probably did, just knowing me. Meh. Okay, we're good. Not sure what I expected there. That is the best jump in the game. I frankly can't believe I pulled that off. Okay. That's your Zeor TV educational moment. Okay, hot zone. I thought I hit X to make that not happen. Escape, escape. I pushed the thing, I pushed the buttons! For fuck's actual sake, let me jump! You've killed me. Alright, we made it. So that would probably kill me and it wouldn't be worth it. This is bums. Alright, well there is at least another health station not far from here. Maybe, I was gonna say I'm gonna need an ammo refill as well, but I guess maybe not. Remember the time when I said grapple beep and it was funny? That was funny. I'm gonna set that as like my stream intro video, like my whatever they call it. Just that's the whole thing. What can you expect from Zeor TV? Grapple beep! I'm tired a lot. I'm tired all the time. I'm tired now. We persevere. New ringtone. Scrapple beef. Alrighty. Yeah, I'll just go pick a fight with Ridley, I guess. Would I even be able to survive the escape without the Varia suit? Is my question. I was getting ready to say I'm less worried about that, but it's worrisome when you're worried about melting from the Novaria suit. No, that's a good question though, like actually where is it? Where was Ridley? Brindstar. Back up, I guess. Leaving too much dead air. What do we got to ramble about? Fastest way, I guess, is via Crocomire. That's him, right? Crocomire? Yeah. Shampoo is bullshit. Just chew your hair clean. This guy's chuckling here. Sounds like an area in Super Mario World. Shampoo might be bullshit. Like, hold on, the man has a point. You know, at some point in history, somebody, like, workshopped that. Somebody thought there might have been something there. They were obviously not right. I wonder if Axiom Verge 2 gets good at any point. Because I know when I tried to play it, I did not have good times. Started out with some weird, like, stealth survival shit. Starring a cranky, seemingly unlikable corporate person character. I do not know why any of this... Pumpkin setting. I wasn't looking for a pumpkin, so I don't know. Okay. We went the animal's way just to spend less time in the hot room. Okay. Now I have to fight Ridley, well, half dead, as well. That reminds me, where were the bastard pirates again? There they were. They were just in the way of a common thing. Alright. It's so goofy that these, like, wacky wall jumps are just the normal way to get around this game. Yeah, this stretch of map is definitely designed to wear me down before Ridley. And again, I don't have the Varia suit. Ah, you... okay. Hold on. That's a losing battle. I hate the seeds so much. Oh, what? The Ridley room itself is hot? Oh, I'm screwed. I need the Varia suit. I did not know this. TIL. We gotta find that damn Varia suit. We needs it. Thought maybe we could get through without it. We can't. Gotta have it. So where in the whole entire gosh did that wacky ass Varia suit go? I've been to the map room here, that's the whole thing. Been to the map room here, that's the whole thing. Mapped this. I haven't been there, you know what? Right, I went up the tube and there was Metroid bad. I haven't been to Crateria at all. There's your problem. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's normally hot. Alright, so back to Brinstar. Yeah, back to Brinstar. Which means Meridia, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can deal with the Metroids now. They were a problem first time I found them. Hang on, T. Torian. That could work, I think. Yes. Go to T for Torian. Alright. Okay, so yeah, Crateria is the key to all this. Whip! Grab. Cheap viewers up my ass, more like, got him. Deal with that, your mind! Great Ace Attorney 2 was hitting me with a thing where they're like gaslighting me into thinking that I forgot an entire case from the first game, when in fact said case is actually part of the second game told in flashback. I was like, that's why I don't remember any of that happening. It hasn't happened yet when it didn't happen back then. Sneaky bastards. Is it worth visiting the ship while I'm here? I do need health. Yeah, might as well. You know what, I'll just farm the tube. This guy needs to settle down. More riveting gameplay. More insightful commentary. More opinions about steaks. Zeor TV. Coming maybe to your computer or stream-compatible device Tuesdays and Thursday evenings. Because adult life is hard. Having a job is hell. The two worst feelings are having a job and not having a job. 35 gigabytes at launch. Later, they just gave everyone the multiplayer-only DLC that nobody wanted or liked and bumped the size to about 90. It's down to 68. Neat. A suggested article on my phone was like, Doom, the Dark Ages, does it have multiplayer? I'm like, who gives a shit? How's it going out there, boys and girls? You know it's still a pretty good game, Terraria. There we go, I said it. I'm glad it's still pretty good. Oops. Better get too wacky. Also, the new Helldivers Warp Wand will have dropped today. Should try and work on that sometime soon. I got me a rad new rifle and I barely even killed any bugs with it. I suspect the lever action won't be a great pick against Illuminates. Rarely anything is a good pick against the Illuminates. Only like 4 weapons work on them, but... should be real good against robots. The laser revolver is kind of freaking off the chain. Does the same damage as the Senator, but it has the heatsink reload, so you can fire it a lot faster. And then, like, the only drawback is it's only medium armor penetrating, not heavy. Recently got Terraria, but I've been letting it gather dust in the corner of my screen. I should play it sometime. It's good. It's hard to believe it's that old. No, it's not hard to believe it's that old. It's just weird to consider that it's that old. It was the original, like, what if Minecraft was 2D? Why did I go this way? I just got done doing a whole bunch of crap because I didn't want to have to go this way. I'm not very bright. I got distracted. I'm going to Brinstar, right? Yes, so I can go to Crateria. Up the Metroid Danger Tube. Hello again, by the way. Thanks. I don't get new return viewers very often. Doc says, I'm going to use this opportunity to plug Donlock Town. Yeah, what I saw of that looks pretty interesting. Seems to be a much more strictly single-player experience. But it looks kind of cool. Very, yeah. Terraria, I would say, is best with, like, a small group. All signs pointed to Doom 2016 being corporatized bunk. There were a few embargoes up until the minute of release. All the stuff anyone saw was multiplayer, and then out of the blue, it was actually really good. Yeah, it does feel like an unlikely story, you know. I don't know who developed them. I know they're published by Bethesda, which is kind of a red flag all its own. Well, I don't know. They did just release what sounds like a Oblivion remaster that... Oh, it's still it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's true. You know, like all of Terraria's bosses are like raid bosses. It will punish you pretty heinously if you try that by yourself, I would imagine. Revenge! Dear, swear to God, his seed. Hey everybody, did you know a hot room? Right, I'm taking damage to this whole elevator trip too. Ah! It's not showing, but it's happening. As soon as I get off this elevator, I'm gonna have like 4 health. Alright, it wasn't that bad. All the pirate ghosts are coming out of the statue. Except for the one. It's funny too, because Crateria is the, like, planetfall location, like the beginning of the normal unrandomized game. My randomized seed marks the end of my quest. Or the last area I've explored, anyway. I will not come through here during the escape. There is a lot of space here to explore. Alright. This game was good. So somewhere around here, we're going to find the space jump and the Varia suit. Well, there you go. It's about hog squeezing time. Alright, that more or less puts me in go mode, but I would like to find the space jump if I can. That would make my life easier. I should show what Sean Amos looks like with the Varia suit colors. I like them better than the gravity suit ones. Respectfully squeeze your hog. Well, you gotta respect your hog. If you don't respect it, you're gonna have a bad time. I got the thing in Terraria, the money trough that lets you just summon a flying piggy bank. So needless to say, the my hog jokes began immediately. Like, I summoned my hog. That means, like, I can squeeze your hog to store my valuables. It was funny. Because of the double entendre, you see. It also means a different thing. That's ridiculous. That's comedy right there. Way off to the right, to the left, way west, down by southeast, down east ways there. That's where the map room is. I like your fancy house. I tried building some of my house today, but I ended up mostly just finishing the tunnel that will be under the house. Turns out I haven't planned far enough ahead to, like, where the point of entry into house will be. Just gonna have to improvise. Grunt by south scrunt. Those are the Zeorist directions possible. Are you the... you are not the one. There's one place in the game where there's something behind one of those guys. I can finally explore without melting. Alright. Oh, this is... right, this just falls down to where I found the Varia suit. Sure. How many unwitting, just casual randomizer players like me have tried to climb up that shaft? Doesn't work. I think the Fortress of Frost has got to be, like, my most inspired Terraria construction. I don't know if I'm gonna live up to that anytime soon. And to be fair, when I say inspired, I mean, like, based on a Rainbow Dragon Eyes song. Other than that, I mostly do the same thing when I'm building a home base in Minecraft or Terraria. I find a geographical feature that I can visualize building a home inside of, and then I do that. No, you know what? I did something different. Slightly. Last time I played Minecraft. Where I found, like, the bowl of water over the cave. And I built, like, a brass base on top of the lake. And I liked that. That was cool. Congratulations on Pickle Quest. I don't know what that means, but I am happy for your pickle victory. Speaking of pickles, turns out I can watch Hulu now, so that's neat. I can catch up on several seasons of Rick and Morty. I'm sure it's, like, uncool to like that show at this point, but when it's good, it's good. I kind of want to do, like, a Stairs Club viewing, maybe, of my favorite episode of that show. Season 2, Episode 1. If only to stand as proof that the show can be good. Once in a while, especially in, like, the earlier seasons when a lot of it was just, like, Justin Roiland's drunken improv. Like, sometimes it was just too busy being adult and edgy. I feel like that's less of a problem in later episodes. Hey, Tama. Either it's less of a problem or I just got more used to it. Oh, this is a radio room. If you're just tuning in, I did finally find the Varia's suit. I realized that out of all the circuitous exploring that I've been doing, I had not been to Crateria at all yet. So now we are there. I found Varia's suit. I could pretty much go knock over Ridley and win. But I would like to stock up more on super missiles and find space jump if possible. It says, I've seen the first few episodes, I wasn't gelling with it at all. That's normal, I think. I've said a few times, that show took a while to win me over. Which it had the liberty to do because, you know, it was Adult Swim. Like, I think I still had normal cable at the time, so, you know, I was just watching whatever was on the TV at 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever. But, that was another thing that changed when, you know, when the characters became a little bit more like characters later on the show and less, you know, like, tropes. For some reason, I remember Rick and Morty having more swears than it actually does. Yeah, I would say it swears like a normal amount. Like, I don't think swearing is usually, like, an excessive thing for it. Infrequently enough, or, like, casually enough that I don't notice it, I guess. Or at least think much of it. Imagine South Park swears more than Rick and Morty, absolutely, yeah. This is weird. Look at this room, skinned to a Crateria room instead of a Taurian room. Not Taurian. Brinstar? Lower Brinstar? I don't remember. Maybe I'm completely off base. No, not Brinstar. Yes, Torian? Yes, Torian. I'm high. Don't stop watching the stream. It's a bad stream. Lower Norfair, that's what I was, sorry. Wondering how interesting it was. Sorry, how much of how interesting it was intentional versus the show finding its tone. It's hard to say, because, I mean, like I said, a lot of the show was, like, drunk improv in the first couple of seasons. Like, Royland would actually just get, like, shit-faced and just say whatever into a microphone and they'd animate it. That's pretty much what Interdimensional Cable was, which are my least favorite episodes. For the aforementioned reasons. It's just trying too hard to be like Ren and Stimpy shock content. Oh. I mean like late Ren and Stimpy shock content, you know. Ren and Stimpy burned bright for like a season and a half. Like, it was really genius for a very short time, and then it lost its way, and it was... yeah. Which makes a lot of sense once you know a couple of disturbing things about John Kay, but... that, you know, I can't take that from you either. That's not unfair. Even I fell on the wrong side of that curve at one point. I remember talking about the Pickle Rick thing. And I stream brainishly claimed, like, no, the real joke is what he did while he was a pickle. But you know what? Not even that, actually. The real joke of that episode is that the whole reason he became a pickle and did all these insane things was to avoid going to a family therapy appointment. Like, that was the real punchline of the episode. It's the punchline of quite a few episodes. Like, Rick is a real dick. Like, let's be clear, Rick is not the hero. He's humanized sometimes. He occasionally does right things for wrong reasons, but like, no, Rick is a real turd. I can't go that way. That's like the one place I still can't go. Alright. Most of the characters in that show are usually shitheads, come to think of it. Could bomb jump it. If I hated myself, I could do that, yeah. Yeah. Know what else did that in a pretty interesting way? Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. In like the last issue, there was like a viewer insert character. It was like Johnny's #1 fan, and like absolutely adored everything that he did and wanted to meet him and all that. At one point, Johnny's hovering over him and it, like, specifically says to him, "You idiot, I'm the villain of this fucking story." Oh, I might have to bomb jump that. I think I'm stuck here. Unless I could Shine Spark it. No, I don't think I can. Oh boy, here we go. Alright then, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be a fun hour and a half of this stream. Can you even... No, I killed these with super missiles before, right? Can I not super missile these ones? Well... Oh, this is... This might be returned to save point. I don't think I can do this. I don't have the skill or the patience for this. As did I. I guess these are special ones, which I don't think I ever really knew. Yeah, there's no other way. I was just wondering when the last save was. It was indeed... No, I've saved actually pretty recently. Alright, yeah, you know what, fuck it. Alright, so don't go that way. Well, maybe yes, go that way, just don't go down. Alright. It's true, yeah. Whoopsie. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac just had one of my favorite plot twists. I guess spoilers to like an early 90s Jordan Vasquez comic book if they care about that for some reason. But just like the first several episodes is just Johnny, well, doing fucked up things obviously because that's what he does, but like he also says truly insane shit and goes on a lot of really just unhinged rants and raves and like unthinkable conspiracies, just like how some sort of force is keeping him alive and like he has to paint the wall with blood or something pushes through it. And then like plot twist happens where he actually like accidentally kills himself with his own trap. And then like while he is dead, it turns out everything that he said was true. There were some really good things about that comic. His interpretation of heaven and hell were extremely interesting to me. Or basically, like, he goes to heaven first due to like a paperwork mix-up. I think because he was, like, not supposed to die, for aforementioned reasons. God, yeah, I hear that. The point is people are fucking dumb, but anyway. Like, he goes to heaven and he goes in, and, like, it's just an endless field of just people sitting in chairs. Just, like, staring into the distance. And it's just like, what the hell is this? What? This isn't bliss? What do you call this? This is not heaven. This is not eternal, like... The guy who's with him explains just like, no, this is the only way it can possibly work. Like, imagine an eternity of anything without getting tired of it. Like, the only way to be blissful forever is to be free of want. They have incredible powers. They can do whatever they want. They just don't have any need or want to. Like, huh. And then in contrast, hell is the opposite and is much like our waking world, where everybody just spends eternity chasing new trends and fads and just wanting new things. This is the one I was thinking of earlier. Like, entire cities in hell are erected and then just abandoned as the people who built it move on in search of something that might make them feel something, you know what I mean? It's heavy shit. But it's like, huh. Super missiles. Can't see shit, Captain. Alright. This room looks vanilla. Well, if you want extremely good writing that is optimistic, I will use this episode's soapbox spotlight to say everyone should play Citizen Sleeper. What's that again? turn-based, strategy-based management story game, I think. Yahtzee seems to like the endings of both games, if not entirely the... Yeah. Yahtzee liking anything is like one of the best endorsements you can get at this day and age, really. Isn't it so, like, gratifying? Isn't it so, like, rewarding? It's so, like, cathartic when your opinion aligns with when you agree with Yahtzee on something, you know what I mean? Like, his review of Hades was very vindicating to me. Like Disco, but all text and dice rolls. You're a robot that's run away from your corporate overlord. You arrived in a space station and need to eke out a life. That sounds like my jam, doesn't it? Found it. Alright. I'm gonna say we're roughly in go mode. If you aren't sold, you can make mushroom hooch. Well, now I'm extra sold. Alright, so I just gotta go pick a fight with Ridley, and then plan the extremely smelly route that I have to take to save the animals and escape. No problem. Why is that platform destructible? Yeah, wieners. We do need more supers. Like, I could beat Ridley as I am right now, but I wouldn't necessarily have a good time with it. What's the bare minimum of what you need for Mother Brain? Mother Brain like 60 supers worth and change. I feel like it was less than that, but more than what I have. I mean, I do have Charge Beam. Charge Beam and 35 missiles. Alright. I'm still like not used to having regular bombs. Keep expecting not to. All right. Wait a second. Can I even... Is this route Japes? I feel like maybe I can't go up this way. Yep, that is the case. All right. Okay, we can just go the other way. It's cool. Oh, the thing about a possible Chrono Trigger remake was bunk. It was Japes. So bunk, like, I think it's attributed to, like, interpreter error. But it did highlight how much interest there would be in such a thing were it to exist. Which probably doesn't amount to anything, but, I mean, hey. You know, they're still working on another version of NetHack. They're still updating that shit. NetHack, I think, was originally released in, like, '84. And they're working on 3.7.0. I don't know why I just thought of that. I guess, the artifact katana Snickersnee. Badly named, but anyway. It's named after, like, a poem or something. Is getting reaching, I guess? That's pretty cool. No, nobody else here cares about NetHack at all, but, you know, I just thought that was cool. I just say words, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so can I kill this inside an hour? I feel like it's doable. Bark. Bark. I was barely even hurt. See it. I could do that, yeah. I can do pretty much anything at this point. I'm pretty sure I have literally all things. Space jump was the last frickin' thing I got. This is the room that is normally the escape. There's a small crate. I'm gonna have to ask her what I should call her in presence of online friends. I guess probably Sibs. Oh, here's map room. Another of the longest standing roguelikes I'm aware of is Unreal World, which apparently took a hard turn pretty early in development. From I want to say sci-fi to now like a hardcore, slightly alternate universe indigenous person survival sim. That's a turn, alright. Okay, so the Ridley room I was just looking at just goes to another common check. It might still be worth it. There are a few dots over that way. Yeah, what the hell? Oh no. Oh yeah, I'm immune to that. That's fine. Hold on, what's... Again, I can do it the way I am, but... I want to have less of a bad time of it. Should try and get more super missiles. Ow. Sure. I was pretty hyped for the Forgecraft School of Magic and Stone Soup, but I feel in practice it's underperforming a little bit, or maybe I'm just not gelling with it very much, I don't know, but... Spike Launcher is frustrating. It turns a random adjacent wall tile into a trap that hurts enemies. Like, cool. I swear it's like 80% weighted. I went the wrong way. To put itself in the least convenient spot it possibly can. Like, I could do math on this. Like, how many times do I have to move myself in some stupid way to make this spell work? Or recast it 4 times in a row to see if it goes somewhere you like. But there were mushrooms. The mushrooms were just also dinosaurs, which is awesome. Get out of here. This is the room right before Ridley, I believe. There we go. Drum roll, regular missiles. Alright, yeah, let's just go back to Ridley. Let's see. In the face. What should I do for my stream when I turn 40 later this year? Should do something. Some kind of retrospective thing, just some of my favorite old games or something, I don't know. Been over most of that. $40. Thomas says you can plan all you like, but the real answer will be crumbled to dust. You know me so well. Cannot refute this. Parts of me are dust already. I'll just turn on the webcam and you can just watch my head deflate. Gonna jokingly say play Dragon Quest 1, but that came out in 86, not 85. Alright, actually, that's a great question. Like, what came out on my birthday? I mean, the NES had only barely just come out. Calvin and Hobbes came out the day before my birthday. It debuted, yeah. I believe November 18th, 1985. Goat Simulator S multiplayer game called Just Die Already, where you play a bunch of seniors wreaking absolute shit, but the reviews are kind of eh. That's a shame. Because that sounds perfect. Imagine being like space bounty hunters supreme extraordinaire. Like going on space adventures in your high-powered super future technology suit. And then you get killed by like a big rock. September 85. Yeah, it was only out by like a couple months when I was born. Which explains a lot about me, really. Am I going the right way? I don't think I'm going the right way. Which way am I going? I'm too old to navigate. I'm just gonna dig up the, like, all your base are belong to us Flash parody animation video from the newgrounds.com, very good website. And just loop that for 2 hours. As a simulation of what the internet was like when I got on it. Spend the stream doing only your worst Mario impression. It's hard to say which would be worse. Like, should I do the Charles Martinet falsetto Mario, or try like Super Show Mario? Because I would be terrible at that. I remember some story of like my grandma seeing Super Mario Brothers on the TV, being like, she was talking to my brother like, wow, you're really good at that game. He was like, no, that's not me, that's the 2-year-old right here. So there you go, I was okay at Mario Brothers before I was like forming memories. Zumbo Cub. Betcher. At some point I was working on a curated collection of flash loops that I took from pwn.it. I had the collection, but I was also working on sourcing all the music tracks from them. And I want to say I was like 60, maybe 70% done with that. I should go back and finish that sometime. Did you know there have been 5 Magical Trevor videos? I knew definitely of 2 of them, maybe 3. Okay, we're back at Brinstar. That means Ridley's right over there. Okay, no problem. Mother Brain's right there. You have to remember, I have to go to Torian first. Save the animals. That's the Yahoo Groups thing fell over, so I no longer receive updates on Magical Trevors. Is Weeble still doing anything? Been a long time. And Flash has been shut down for like 10 years. Mostly I've seen him posting his older stuff to YouTube and YouTube Shorts, gotcha. When I posted You Are a Chef to YouTube, I got a decent number of views on it. It attracted a little bit of attention. But I don't know if any of them were like people digging it up because they already knew of it, or if they just saw something surreal and shared it around. Yeah, it's just on my regular YouTube channel, you know, Zeor TV full stream archive. And the description says, "Hi, please enjoy this Flash classic having absolutely nothing to do with my stream." I hate to do this to you at a time like this, but I need a bathroom break before I proceed, so I'll be right back with you. There's an above zero chance I might run a little bit late tonight, because I do want to finish this. So, I probably have time, but you know. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Alright, I lived. Hold on, having Queen's guitarist offer to play riffs on your funny loop song is forever. Hold on, which one is this? I'm not sure what I expected. Alright, that exists. It was a campaign against calling badgers. Ah, gotcha. That's noble. I mean, I imagine that would be a problem. Considering badgers, I think, are generally kind of dicks. Maybe? Or am I just thinking of honey badgers? Regular badgers don't really care. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, honey badgers, as I am given to understand, don't give a fuck. Yep, go Ridley ways. I'm sure this will be great and no problem and good. It will go very well for me and all of us and will be good and great. The whole time. All of the time. Honey badgers don't care. Regular badgers nervously and politely express their concern. Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't want to use all my supers on these clowns. These tile set randomizations do mess with you. Badgers are archetyped in Barbarian. Honey Badger's base class is Barbarian. Gotcha. Okay, what? I think I gotcha. I was like, that makes sense. Does it though? I think it makes sense. No, it does. I hate that about it. Well played. I think I answered this one, take me an ass, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Ridley's room is always hot. I don't think randomizer changes which rooms are hot. Just moves them around. You're going down, Riddle. Here's an important difference between Super Metroid and later Metroid games such as Dread. You notice how when I get hit by something I survive, because I'm in fact a space badass wearing super technology future hardware hard suit armor that can absorb and deflect attacks from space creatures to a degree. As compared to Metroid Dread Samus, where the suit seems to be made entirely out of nervous tissue. Where she gets bonked by a big space lobster and she's like, I'm mostly dead now. I'm like, why? wasn't too bad. Yeah, I guess there is sort of a lore reason for it. Which is to say that no, the suit actually is like part just of her regular biology now. Still, it used to be a Shozo power suit. I feel like I should be able to take a hit. Yep, that's the last time we ever saw Ridley. It's the last time Samus ever saw Ridley. It's the last time any of us ever saw... I forget who we were talking about. Speaking of Mostly Dead, that did take a lot out of me. But I kind of liked the more frantic, just like, like, boss is hitting me, I'm hitting boss, just the more frenetic pace of the boss fights in this game. I don't know. I'm just salty about a lot of things about Metroid Dread. I really didn't like that game that much. There were things I did like about the game. I thought the story was mostly pretty well handled. You know what? Here, I don't want to get too heavy into spoilers, but I'm a little mad that, like, Tears of the Kingdom and Metroid Dread both ran right up to the end of a plot line that was just like, holy shit, this is huge, it changes everything forever about these characters. Nothing will ever be the same again, and then right at the end they copped out and Saturday morning cartooned out of it. It's like, whoops, nope, never mind, everything's back to where it was at the start of the game. See you next time. Like, come on. Like, you could have done so much with that. Alright, there we go. But everything right up until that Saturday morning cartoon cop-out was really good. Story-wise. I really did like how Samus moved in that game. Her animations were great. I like how when you would lean up against a wall with like one hole in it, Samus would brace herself with the one arm. You know, so... Well, that's just the thing. I mean, you wouldn't have had to make a Breath of the Wild 3 with the ending I'm talking about, like... In Prime you fight Meat Ridley, and then in Prime 3 you fight Blue Ridley, and then in Fusion you fight Sex Ridley, and in the Dread you fight No Ridley. That's true, he's conspicuously absent from the Dread. Kraid showed up though, sorry, spoilers, but... Why? Nobody knows. He's just there. He's like, ah, I'm Kraid, and I'm angry, rawr, like that. Purportedly, there was like... You can break sequence and get, I think, Bomb much earlier than you think in Dread. And that lets you just, like, clown on Kraid in some way. Like, that's a built-in known sequence brick. So that's cool. Like, I respect Dread. I just feel like it made some missteps, and I didn't like the overall balancing of it. The Emmy sequences I hated. They were just so transparently, it's just like, we wanted to do Metroid Fusion again, the scary scene with S-A-X. Like, I get it, I imagine why you would want to do that again, but like, you did way too much of it. You went way too hard on it. You made it too much of the game. Like, you really only have to die to his forced stealth sequence. Extremely arbitrary forced stealth sequence a couple of times before all of the scary tension gives way to tedium. Like, the first couple of times it got me like, ah, well, this is a pretty cool sequence, and then it just kept happening. I'm like, alright, how long am I gonna be here? I would like to resume playing a Metroid game if it's all the same to you. I enjoyed Vinny's stream of Dread more than I enjoyed playing it, I think. He was all about Dread, he loved that game. I thought it was cool that I could enjoy it a little bit more vicariously through his enjoyment of the game. Yeah. Alright. No problem. Problem. Thomas says, I like the parts where the beam was pink and I didn't have to play it. There are a few games that I can only enjoy via stream. The Metal Gear series is like that. I tried to play Metal Gear Solid, I was not hugely into it. But watching somebody else enjoy it is a trip. What games have I played that are like, I will enjoy it so you don't have to games? I know I've done that to some degree. Alright, you. GTA for... Oh yeah, okay, fair. Yeah, that's one. I'm stream braining way too hard to actually think of any more answers to that. Like, I know at some point I've streamed games where I'm just like, yeah, I know not everybody's into this, so here, take a look. Anyway, here's Mother Brain. She's a real douche. And particularly some of the Windows 95s. Oh yeah, certainly. Things that are only accessible to me, really, yeah. Spooky Castle, Ooze 3.0, certainly. Is this the end for Sean Amos? Hey, you Mother Brain, you cut that out. You darn guy. Arg. This was so fucking intense the first time you played it, though. I remember what an impression this whole scene made on me. Gasp. The baby bee. Did. Mother Brain Gay Pride Beam in 1994, very progressive for the time. I'm not sure if that's the whole rainbow. Fair, good reasoning. I still might at some time stream Red Dead Redemption. Maybe get the Switch version. If you held a gun to my head and forced me to name my favorite Rockstar game, first of all, stop doing that. That's a terrible way to get opinions. What's wrong with you? I would have to say it's probably Red Dead Redemption 1. 2 was excellent too, but I don't know. I compare so many sequels to like Arkham City as compared to Asylum to illustrate that Arkham Asylum was a perfectly scaled, perfectly sized, perfectly encapsulated game. And the sequel just wanted to escalate everything and maybe didn't do it all right, you know what I mean? 2 is a little bit like that. I think 2, well, first of all, 2's controls can be a little convoluted. Okay, I have to go to Torian. Go that way. Go through the mom bug room. We have to kill all the moms. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, I have 9.5 minutes to do this, okay. I know it actually does, like, trace your route and add an appropriate amount of time to your escape sequence. So, okay, yeah, that's probably fine. And yeah, it definitely means I have to save the animals. I don't want to talk shit about 2, it really was excellent. but it was a lot. A lot of everything. It says, I'm just glad you finally did Arkham Knight. I've forgotten what a head trip that gets to be. Yeah, I really enjoyed Arkham Knight. For all the criticisms I had with City, I did not have the same ones for Knight at all. I felt like Knight somehow managed to escalate everything even more than City did, but it did it in a much more elegant way. Made some UI changes that were really good, like allowed Batman to keep pace better, you know what I mean? Like, disadvantaged you less. Arkham Knight was really good, I enjoyed that one a lot. It's a shame that I saw the big plot twist coming from so far away. Just mostly by reading the ley lines of the narrative, you know what I mean? Oh no, I have to go to Norfair, not Torian. Where am I? Norfair's down there, I can make this work. Yeah, maybe a little, you know. Should have picked up that super bomb. This is a bomb escape. This is not good. That space jump was more challenging than it looked. That represents some pretty careful timing. Uh-oh. Shit. Nope, we're good. Hyper beam destroys everything. Alright, nice. Okay, where am I? Animals down. Let's go. There's a secret mission in uncharted space. Let's go. I am Mrs. Nesbitt. I think they are making a Toy Story 5. I don't know why. Can Hyper Beam kill the Nautilus? Damn it. Probably if you hit them in their only vulnerable state. Yeah, true enough. Mark Hamill threatened retirement as the Joker a whole bunch of times. But like what finally made it stick was that Kevin was gone. Like somebody asked him if he would reprise the Joker role one more time. He's like, is Kevin gonna be there? If not, then nah, I'm good. Anyway, so how about Super Metroid and this daring escape sequence? Is this the one where Woody gets put in a time capsule and wakes up 1,000 years? Hey, I got to kill these things with a hyper beam after all. It turns out the new kitty gets taken by... Okay, save the animals, we're good. Let's get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Turns out the new kitty gets taken in by his Andes and descendant, and he's also a Terminator. That's amazing. Let's do it. We'll make this movie ourselves. Why you... Did anybody other than me see Toy Story 4? I think I saw it. They were in, like, toy jail. Bo Peep was like a girl boss. Alright, so hold on. I have to go to... Back to Meridia, right? Back to Meridia. No, Torian is where my ship is. Just go back to Torian. Alright, no problem. 2 and 3 were really good, I agree. I would say 4 was watchable, but like, yeah, it fell right out of the other side of my head, as you can tell. Inessential is the word you would use. Which is to say, it really didn't need to be made. Four was 3, but bad. Oh no! That is a dead end. Can't go that way. Oh, it's fine. I just have to go through the save room. Alright, we're good. That's why we have a whole bunch of time to do this. Three, if you've been there for the franchise from the beginning, was a fucking haymaker of a tearjerker. That movie didn't pull its punches at all. That will make you feel stuff. Probably even if you weren't there from the beginning. And it really would have been fine to end right there. Yeah, we didn't need a 4th. It'll give you feelings. Alright, where are we going? Yeah, the 5-part trilogy. Going to the top of this room. Oh, we got this. We got this, no problem. Yeah, like, even 2 and 3 had that problem a little bit, where they had to find some contrived way to bring, like, stupid buzz back. 3 at least had a novel way of doing that. Four didn't even contrive a reason, he was just like that. I, honest to God, don't remember the movie well enough to know what Buzz was like in Toy Story 4. I did this with 3.5 minutes to spare, no problem. Alright, it took us 4 streams. But the bad seed is done. Yeah, I must have blocked that up. Burp. Let's see. I have a notification from Taco Bell. This Lux is limited edition. I better eat some dubious taco matter. Dear Force! Yep. My percentage has got to be pretty low. Alright, yeah, here's all my settings. Basic. Design Babby. Died 9 times. Not even 1 minute in, found the speed booster. That's how you know it's gonna be a bad seed. Place your bets. 72%. You know what? I'm going for the big money. Come on. The Varia suit and the Dead Blagan space jump. That's it. The last things in the last area. Get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, no, 72% is high, but you know what? I'm just going all in. You gotta do big gambles to win the big bucks. 40. 45. I gotta have done better than that. I did have like all the major upgrades. Again, because the most important ones were the last ones I found. I did only have 35-ish super missiles. That's really low. Dear Force! I still think if you speedrun the game like ultra fast and do it in under an hour, Samus should get so naked she's just like a skeleton. Like lipstick on. Alright, here we go. Drum roll. 76%, wow. I was the closest. Coolest. That was grueling, but I mean, those randomizers are always fun. I think it's so cool that they can retile all of the rooms to make them seem new again. Like, that's a good feature. I still think it would be cool to, again, like, combine this with some of the features of the Varia randomizer, just for the little things like palette randomizers. That's a cool thing Varia does. You can make both the environments and the enemies and everything have randomized color palettes. I liked that feature. It turned the wrecked ship area into Blood Pool in the one randomizer. That was cool. Hell, shit, you know what? Maybe I'll do that on my 40th. Maybe I'll stream ActRaiser. I don't know. I have 6 months to ponder this. Alright, that's enough out of me. We'll wrap up a little bit early. It's cool. Alright, you know my spiel. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for chatting, thanks for hanging. I appreciate you sincerely. It makes this fun to do. I may not be ambitious enough to make this work as, you know, a big thing, as it were, but you know what? I'm still doing it all these years later because I like it. So there you go. Pencil in, tentatively, Doom circa 2016 for the following stream. I should probably strike while the iron is hot, as it were. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Thanks for coming with me on this journey through the bad seed. Get it installed at least. It's installed already, yeah. It's been there for a little while. Okay, I'll see you next time. Yeah, have yourself a good one. Alright, I'll catch you later. Okay, bye. Bye. Goodbye. You know what? If I don't have anything else fun to do, I always end by doing this. Hang on. I'm just going to my own thingy here, and I'll just... Cutie.